Former members of the military and others gathered together at the Tonnequint Cemetery in St. George in commemoration of Pearl Harbor Day. A granite statue in the center court stands in honor of those who survived the attack who once lived here. On December 7, 1941, the surprise attack by the Japanese from the air left more than 2,400 killed and more than 1,000 others wounded.
As I thought about these horrific numbers, I added to them the death of all those Americans who laid down their lives to sustain our freedoms. 1,340,000 lives lost, so many lost in so many places. Nearly all of them young men and women, in the flower of their youth, taken.
7 flags behind the Pearl Harbor Monument were raised and then slowly lowered at the exact time of the attack 80 years ago, in remembrance of those who lost their lives.
Soldiers who gave their last full measure of devotion to extend the unalienable right of equality proclaimed by the Declaration of Independence to those brought to our shores in chains.
The date, which will live in infamy, is the reason many signed up for the military to fight in World War II. Ridge Bemis was one of those who didn't wait for the draft into the Army Air Corps. Bemis was one of 6 veterans who were honored in the ceremony to place the wreath on behalf of Pearl Harbor.
I was a youngster at home living in Long Beach, California, when we got the news about Pearl Harbor. I was just 17 at the time, and my father looked at me and I said, "I'm out of here pretty soon, Dad." He said, "Go for it, son."
Those veterans who also signed up later to serve their country say Pearl Harbor and other declarations of war were reason enough to follow suit.
There were stories with my great uncles that had served in World War II, and it was some of the driving reasons to why I wanted to serve this amazing country.
And for those whose family and friends are named on the granite displays for all to see, this is a day to remember their sacrifice and service for all our freedom throughout the years since. However, the retreat from Afghanistan this past year is considered less than honorable by many, especially to those families who lost veterans.
Because I have lost so many friends in Afghanistan, and to see that it was just thrown away for us to get out of there fast, and I feel like we're doing a disservice to those service members that lost their lives, to the families, and it hurts me.
And while there are no known Pearl Harbor veteran survivors still alive in our area today, they are still honored and remembered. The hope now is that future generations will never forget.
Why is what has made this country great, I believe. You know, I love it, and to my dying day, I'll salute it. We still put the flag out every day at our house.
In St. George on Pearl Harbor Day, Melissa Anderson, Community Education News.